Antiguan had fallen under siege. After the destruction of their large shipyard as well as their trade center, Antiguan had been crippled financially. Antiguan did not have the large territories at their disposal like the Argon, so this attack from the Holy Order of Pontifex left them crippled and no longer capable of aiding the Argon for the time being. This was all according to the Holy Order's plans. With the Antiguan unable to help, the Holy Order knew it was one less piece on the board with dealing with the Argon. The Holy Order of Pontifex wasted no time and pushed the attack into Argon Prime. With a large fleet consisting of over 10 capital ships, support frigates and fighters, as well as an extra large supply ship. The Argon had been building up their fleets, but without the help of the Antiguan, the Argon forces were spread thin. So when the Holy Order fleet pushed into Argon space, the Argon were unable to consolidate their forces for a decent blockade or defense. While they fought valiantly, the Argon fleet was picked off ship by ship, allowing for the Holy Order of Pontifex fleet to fly right into the center of Argon Prime. The Holy Order of Pontifex had now focused on the last thing standing between them and the takeover of Argon Prime: Gon Industries. Me. I don't know if it was a show of force, an attempt to attack my supply lines, or them simply trying to bait me into the war, but the Holy Order fleet flew straight to my ship wharf and surrounded it. The Holy Order then proceeded to attack every ship in or around my station, even damaging my station in the process. This was an incredibly smart move on their side. They were not technically attacking me directly, yet they were putting themselves in a position where they could damage my station out of indirect fire, while also crippling the wharf out of killing the supply line. And if I chose to attack them, I would be officially in the war, and their fleet was in an opportune position to cause mass damage to my space station. Without the help of the Argon, who couldn't help without the assistance of the Antiguan, I was trapped. As I watched my station continually get shot, and my ally supply ships fall to the Holy Order fleet, my blood began to boil. It may have been what the Holy Order of Pontifex wanted, but I was cornered, and I had no other option, so I attacked the Holy Order fleet. My battle plan was simple: get the Holy Order fleet to concentrate on my forces and not on my space station. I could lose ships, but without the station, I would be crippled. Yet, with my fleet so outnumbered, I had to concentrate fire on one ship and then leapfrog to another Holy Order ship. I ordered my capital ship battle group to focus down the Holy Order ships, especially the capital ships. If I could destroy them, the rest of their fleet would soon follow. But as the quote goes by Field Marshal Helmuth von Moltke the Elder, no battle plan survives contact with the enemy. As my ships began firing, chaos soon enveloped the battlefield. My carrier and fighters soon found themselves separated from my capital ship battle group. With so many Holy Order ships, my fleet found it hard to move and to assist one another. With so many ships, the Holy Order was able to stay focused on their objective, slamming my station with everything they could, as well as attack my fleet in full. Soon, my fleet became even more scattered, turning into small pockets of resistance, or even in some parts of the battle, every ship for themselves. During this period, the capital ship Aegis fell under the Holy Order of Pontifex fleet's firepower. Finally, some luck did come my way. With the help of my station's vast amount of combat drones being a distraction, I was able to push my fighters through the Holy Order battle lines and come to the assistance of my capital ships. I was able to consolidate my 3 remaining capital ship behemoths and had them focus on the Holy Order capital ships, while my fighters ran fighter denial and strike missions. Finally, I was progressing. I attacked the fleet around my station, and with my consolidated fleet, I was able to hammer the Holy Order forces. Before long, I was able to push the Holy Order away from my station, and those ships that did not retreat were destroyed. To my surprise, the only ship my fleet had lost during the battle was the capital ship Aegis, and 2 fighters and a frigate were abandoned by the retreating Holy Order forces, which I claimed and quickly outfitted and added to my fleet. While they would not make up for the lost Aegis, they were firepower which was definitely needed and welcome. My fleet now stood at 30 ships strong. My minor losses were due to the Holy Order focusing heavily on my station, which had received a decent amount of damage and had lost multiple modules. This was quite the setback, so I quickly set to its repairs and moved on to formulate a new plan of action. The wharf had helped the Argon, but it was not enough. I could see the Holy Order of Pontifex wanted me, and wanted me involved as an excuse to be rid of me as a means to destroy the Argon. So I quickly evacuated my ships and station personnel from the Holy Order territory, mothballing the station there. I then created a travel ban to the Holy Order space. A line was hypothetically drawn in the dirt. It was no longer safe to travel across the borders. I then started construction of a defense platform near the Argon and Holy Order bordering Jump Gate. It was mirrored after the defense platform Leonidas in Hatikva's Choice 1. My hope was that if the Leonidas was able to hold back the constant Xenon, I might be able to do so here with the Holy Order. However, this was not the only step in my plan. It was time to go on the offensive. I was tired of always sitting idly by and defending. It was time for a counter-attack. With the Argon creating a blockade at the gate, I felt safe enough to execute the next stage of my plan. I met with an Argon representative in Black Hole Sun 5, and terms were agreed to. I would officially join in the war against the Holy Order of Pontifex with the Argon. The Argon would in return provide me with credits upon completion of missions in support of the war effort. While the Argon may have lacked ships, their pockets were deep and they were more than willing to pay for help in the conflict. And just like that, Gone Industries went from a mining industrial company to a private military company. A win-win for everyone. Argon gained a powerful ally to officially war against the Holy Order with, and I got paid to fight a war I was already fighting. It was agreed upon with the Argon I would attack a Holy Order defense platform in Black Hole Sun 4. While it was an Argon system, the Holy Order had begun expanding into the territory, ignoring the Argon's sovereignty. The Holy Order would expect a counterattack from Argon Prime. Their side of the gate would be blockaded and ready to hold anything coming through. Attempting to push through that way would be suicide, so I decided to flank. My fleet would push north and circle around to Black Hole Sun 4, avoiding the Holy Order territories completely. The Holy Order would not expect an attack to their flank. The risk would be that the Holy Order would then push into Argon Prime and attack the Argon blockade while my fleet was away, or maybe before my new partially built defense platform was actually completed. But if this worked, the Holy Order would lose their footing in Black Hole Sun 4, and also show the Holy Order of Pontifex that they were vulnerable. So my fleet began the long travel to Black Hole Sun 4. And to my delight, no Holy Order ships were spotted by my scouts as my fleet neared. I positioned my fleet to attack with its rear to a nearby Argon defense platform in case flanking forces came, allowing the station to stop anything that happened to come across my forces. I then initiated the attack on the Holy Order defense platform.
For too long have we tried for a peaceful resolution. A resolution that only brought death to us and our allies. But now we have purpose. A purpose to stand against those who wish to control. No longer do we sit idly by in neutrality. Today we fight. Fight for those who have fallen. Fight for those back home. Fight because no one else will. to war.
The counterattack was successful. A calming sensation washed over me as I watched the Holy Order station go up in flames. My fleet had done it without losing a single ship, and my fleet returned home victorious. But our victory would soon be cut short. The defense platform on the border with the Holy Order of Pontifex continued to progress, but had not yet completed. Once done, it would stand as a bulwark against the Holy Order, a major obstacle in the Holy Order's warpath. As my fleet returned to Argon Prime, reunions with family and celebrations were cut short. The Holy Order of Pontifex would give no respite or relief, and were here with an invasion fleet. The fleet was the largest Argon Prime had ever been hit with, and the Argon blockade quickly buckled underneath the Holy Order forces. My fleet was mustered and ordered in to assist. With my defense platform only partially completed, I had to stop the Holy Order here and now. Otherwise, everything I had worked for would be potentially lost. I knew this, and so did the Holy Order. The Holy Order of Pontifex knew that they had to act before the platform reached completion. I ordered my fleet to stage from my defense platform. From there, they would push into the Holy Order forces in hopes to use the few guns my defense platform had to their advantage. But, alas, the Holy Order was able to overwhelm my already fatigued fleet, and my forces soon discovered they could not hold the line and began to fall. There was no retreat. This was home. If this fell, there was nothing to fight for. My forces could fight here and die here. Our fates were accepted. In the end, it was the Argon that saved us. Right as my forces were on the brink of collapse, the Argon came to my rescue with a strike team that smashed against the Holy Order flanks. This strike team was able to pull the Holy Order off my forces and give me just enough relief to have a chance to fight on. With the Argon and my forces now combined, we were able to push the Holy Order back, keeping Argon safe, for now. The first fleet lay in shambles as the smoke cleared. Out of the 30 ships I had started the battle with, only 16 remained. 13 fighters were destroyed, as well as the capital ship Achilles. This was a massive loss, leaving my fleet now crippled and a shadow of its former self. Thank you for watching. This was kind of a crazy episode and ended kind of on a downer. I am officially at war with the Holy Order of Pontifex. They drew me in, and I played right into their hands. After such destruction to the first fleet, I set off to order another capital ship from the Argon shipyards. I needed to start replenishing my forces as soon as possible. I also built 6 fighters from my own wharf and added them to my fleet. While this helped supplement my forces, my offensive capabilities were crippled. I would have to rely on my defense platform as the first fleet resupplied and repaired. Now, my option was really only to hold until my secret project completed in the northern sectors, as well as get my fleet back to full strength. For those who stuck around for this long, I have a little something bonus for you. During the chaos with the Holy Order of Pontifex there at the end, the Holy Order had managed to sneak a construction ship into Argon Prime. As a middle finger to them, I decided I was gonna take it. I ordered my fleet to board the construction ship. Here's an intimate look on how that went.
2 seconds. 10 seconds. 9, 8,
Carry Karl back away. We'll get something, yeah, we'll fucking drop you down the block.